Hey, what is going on, guys? My name's Long Sensation, and today we've got for you guys some more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 news and information. Now, in today's video, we're going to be covering some more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies, and indeed the whole zombie storyline as a whole. Now, first of all, I do want to give credits to Fish or Mantis and BlackOps3.co.uk. Their respective YouTube channels and blog will be in the description. I did gather some of this information from their channels, and I do want to give credit as well as my own individual research. Now, first of all, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I'm not entirely familiar with the Black Ops 3 Zombies storyline, or indeed the Zombies storyline as a whole, all the way back from World at War. But what I'm going to be doing is explaining some of the key points in this video, and then at the end of the video, I'm just going to have a slideshow explaining some of the different symbols and stuff like that, so you guys can probably piece everything together in the comment section below, or indeed, if you wish, make your own YouTube video on this, and feel free to do that. So let's get into it. So if you remember way back in World at War on the map Verruckt or Verduct, I'm not really sure how it's pronounced, but there was this image in which is a load of different drawings on the wall of symbols and lettering and stuff like that. Some of these symbols are really hard to make clearer, so somebody, a fan of zombies, actually made this image in which we can see everything that is from the map Verruckt in these drawings on the walls, and it's just made a lot clearer so we can kind of see everything a lot better and essentially basically break everything down. So we're going to get straight into it, and I'm just going to talk about the things that I know of once again. There will be a slideshow at the end to put all of the pieces together so you guys can decipher some of these images, some of these codes and stuff like that, just for your own viewing pleasure, because once again, I'm not that familiar with the zombie storyline, and essentially I don't want to give you guys information that I'm not particularly, fond of, or that I actually know, so to speak. So let's get into it without further ado. Hands, which is the most obvious drawing or obvious lettering there because it's in the boldest, is someone called Franz von Zwack, and in 1786, Zach's house was raided and revealed secret papers connecting with a secret order believed to be the Illuminati or something similar like that, and contained this code in which, basically depending on your ranking within this society, you would use the, corresponding code lettering for each individual letter. And with this coding, we can decipher a few of these codes within this image. For example, this code, in which you can see at the bottom right, spells the living dead or living dead, which of course indicates zombies, and this code towards the top left, which if you turn horizontal means OHM 935 or OHM 935. Once again, I'm not that familiar with the zombie storyline, but I believe that is a massive relevance to the zombie storyline, and I'll put that towards the end of the video for you guys once again to get your grips with this. But we're just going to now move on to some of the most important things within this. First of all, we're going to go to 921 in the top right. This is the Bible verse Jeremiah 9:21, in which reads, "Death has climbed in through our windows and entered our fortress. It has removed the children from the streets and the young men from the public squares." Now, I'm not really sure about this, but this is just a theory. I'm going to throw it out there. It's going to become hugely relevant towards the end of this video. And who remembers the marketing material for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies, in which only the cursed survive, where the zombie is standing over a city, and of course public squares are within cities, and streets of course are within cities as well, which this could be somehow hinting towards the Black Ops 3 storyline. Once again, that's going to become hugely relevant towards the end of this video. But this is where the two respected YouTubers / blogs come in from Fish or Mantis and BlackOps3.co.uk. So this is where it does come in. They stated, or they've both done a bit of research, and stated that a lot of these symbols indicate maps from future Call of Duties, because of course this was created in World at War, and potentially this whole painting could give us a massive indication that basically all of the maps that we've ever known or ever will know are actually within this painting. So first of all, the ghost, in which you can see here, I've actually circled it in red, is from Die Rise, in which all characters die at the end of this map. The bird is for Alcatraz, or Mob of the Dead, in which Alcatraz Island, originally called Alcatraz, was named after the brown pelican seen in the area by Spanish explorers. Then we have, towards the top right, right, the foot above the hole, which could possibly symbolize the giants from Origins. Then we have the tombstone cross, which could indicate buried, in which is Leroy's death place cemetery. And then finally we have the tower, which could represent transit, in which is the huge tower that you do the EE. So that is all of the information I got from these YouTube channels and blogs, but as well as this, I did a bit more research using this image, and I still found some more different maps that are indicated within this image. For example, if we take a look to the middle left, we can see a hanging man, in which I believe is Peter from Shinu Numa. Of course, that is the probably one of the most known Easter eggs on that map. It's a hanging man, and this could possibly indicate that is from that map specifically. Then we have the moon, of course, indicating moon from the DLC. And then finally, one of the biggest ones that I do want to quickly talk about, because once again, this does go back to the Only Curse Survive poster, in which is at the bottom right, in which we can see some rubble of buildings. We can see a window, a door, and then another door of a house. And I'm not sure if this has got anything to do with it, but we can see a teddy bear, or no teddy bear equals, all these burning buildings with what appears to be some kind of explosion, in which could indicate the apocalypse, in which definitely seems like the case when we look at the Black Ops 3 marketing materials. So the question is, has all of this been in front of us the entire time? Has this always been there since the beginning? And I definitely think this is going to be the case. Now, I'm just going to quickly run a few different images by you guys. For example, we see a zombie eating an arm in the top left. We also see a few other different things, such as dates, such as 1942-11-3, which could possibly indicate something to do with diaries or diaries, because that is something to do if you actually go up on to Google and type in November 3rd, 1942, Carl Sternheim died, and basically it reads, the first play, Die Horse or Underpants, was published and performed in 1911 under the title Der Rise, because the Berlin police had forbidden the original title on the grounds of gross immortality. So I'm not really sure what this actually means in terms of all of the other images. Of course, we've got images such as the zombie round marks. Is this some kind of code? Because if you take a look at it, you can clearly see that there is dots in certain places of the actual line marks, which once again could indicate something to do with a code. And of course, there is a ton of different images on this as well as a lot of different lettering, in which could be secrets to do with other maps. I want you guys to take a look at this. I'm going to provide a link in the description, or you guys can go over to my Twitter, in which I've posted it there, to this image with the black and white lettering and stuff like that. So basically you guys can kind of throw suggestions there to me, in which some of these could possibly indicate some of the maps within the Call of Duty Zombies series. So please do that, it'll definitely be appreciated. I might do an update video on this, in which I'm talking about each individual symbol pointing to hopefully a different map within the series. Of course, there's a ton of different maps, and hopefully we can find every symbol to correspond to those maps. But I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I'm not huge on the zombie series. I'm being straight up honest with you guys. I'm kind of getting the zombies fever now. I'm doing a lot of research and trying to get into the storyline and stuff like that. Definitely got a lot of catching up to do, but of course I will keep you updated as soon as we get some more information on this. But anyway guys, I've been Long Sensation, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.